EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Pittsburgh.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
At the 48-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A collegiate start here by Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A gain of 50.
Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, McFarland. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, this will be McFarland. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. These two teams all tied after 1.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first. It threes him. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Did you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Campbell on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now on 3rd down. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Completion here to Claypool. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Steelers.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with McFarland. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball carrier, Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here, running with McFarland. He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20.
Nothing here.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland, 77 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Jackson.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Again, the ball carrier.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Play action. It's McDonald. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, McFarland. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go play action with McDonald. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
McDonald.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Off the play fake. McDonald. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, McDonald. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Anthony McFarland, 41 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Jackson.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Ravens 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
This is second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sold me toward the sky. me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again just to let it go. I live it ballin' this me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we call her